Hey guys, it's Heinzie. We're welcome back to the second half, of course, of our Jedi Knight Luke event video. I've got our boy behind us, Fulbright. Fulbright, thanks, dude, for joining us again for this guide, man.
Always a pleasure, man.
Everyone's a winner. So we've done 1 to 4, my friend. So we're gonna bring it home hard.
Yep, we got him over the hump. Let's take him on to the finish line.
I love it, man. I love it. So as basically from here on, guys, if you haven't seen us before, if you're brand new to this channel, smash that red button. Super, super important. Help us grow this awesome channel. Of course, hit us up on Twitch when we go live. You don't want to miss those sessions. They are pretty wild. Go give Fulbright some love as well and the guys from Shadowlands. This is a really good collaboration, dude, between the two communities we've got, ANZGC and Shadowlands, man. There's some epic people in these putting together some stuff to help the people. It's great.
Yes, there is.
Which is what it is all about. So, guys, we obviously, when the first time Jedi Luke came around, my boy Fulbright actually helped us here unlock it with me as well at the same time. He'd already done it, so we worked through it together. So we've actually got modding guides that we put together, guys. You can get all of those in the Heinzie server. It's in the Heinzie Resources channel. So jump in there, go and grab them, help yourself, copy and paste them, share them around. We want everyone to get Luke. He's a great character to get. And, of course, we're just going to show some gameplay, of course, from when we did the event live ourselves. Yep. So you guys can see exactly how we went through, and we'll try and talk you through it as well.
Yeah, everybody wants Luke. Luke is a galactic legend killer.
He's
you
fun.
Definitely want him.
He's fun as hell. Great character. I love his all-in brawl. It's just really fun to play, and not really a difficult gear farm either. I mean, there's so many other ones out there that are really brutal. He's actually quite a reasonable gear farm, which, I mean, let's be fair, it's quite surprising considering everything we've had to farm lately. It's crazy. No, so let's get to it, man. Let's get down to the the graphics for the modding guide. So let's go there. So we're up to tier 5 now. Tier 5 is what we're at in this video, guys, and we're going down into the cave. We're heading down to Dagobah. That's where we're at. We've got our boy, of course, Commander Luke Skywalker. Now, Lukey boy, we're not changing him in any way, shape, or form. He's the same as our earlier phases that we used him in, I think, tier 2, I think it was. It's the same modding guide. Obviously, recommended sets are offense and potency, with a potency cross being super important for this, Fulbright.
Yes, he's got to apply the debuffs. He has to.
Absolutely, otherwise you're in trouble. Speed 300 plus, so we go nice and often, nice and quick. Potency 70% or above. We need to hit some stuns. That's what we need. And then the offense is 7200 or above. So when he hits guys, he's got to hit hard. Now, we've also got Hermit Yoda also in the mix. That is at the bottom of this guide here. I'm sorry. We can bring that across there. Hermit Yoda, 305 speed. We recommend 60k minimum health. So basically, at the end of the day, Fulbright, he's there mainly just to help Luke survive as the plan of attack. For this particular lineup. So let's get into the gameplay, man, and we'll talk through it as we go. So let's go now. We've got our gameplay up and running here, guys. So this is live when I unlocked it the first time. So basically, the cut and thrust of it, especially in the first wave, is we want to get our stuns off. That's probably the trick in this particular lineup. We just want to make sure that we got to stop them from going where possible, Fulbright.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Strip the turn meter, strip the buffs, keep them from going.
Absolutely. So obviously we've got Stormtrooper here going. We can now obviously hit Imperial Officer, which is what we want to do. We want to break Officer down. We want to make him probably the priority on our kill order. Fulbright, we've got to get rid of the Officer.
Yep.
Because he can be pretty nasty in this particular event, in this phase.
Yeah, he's going to drive the rest of them.
Yeah, absolutely. He's like a Veers for this phase. He really is. So you can see we've already got a stun on Stormtrooper in the middle there. We've got one on Stormy. We need to keep working through it all. We're just working through nice and slowly at this point because we didn't want to make any mistakes. So we're obviously working now. We're topping up a little bit of our boy Luke. We can now hit Officer again. So Officer's out of the game. So we're in a really good position now, survivability-wise, to break through. Now, Hermit Yoda, as you know, is only available in this wave. He's not available in the second wave of this tier, Fulbright, because as we know in the movies, man, Luke goes it alone in this on Dagobah in the cave. So you only get Hermit Yoda for the first wave. After that, it's head-to-head against our boy.
Luke takes his weapons. Yoda didn't stutter.
That's how it works. So we're breaking through it, guys. So we want to stun them both. We're getting there, working through it at the moment. It takes a little while, but you just got to take your time and work through it. You don't want to rush it. So we're obviously just going to break through. We're going to get to the point where we can stun the other Stormtrooper in a second when we get the option open to us. So let's get over to it now. We'll get the assists across. As you can see, we're just topping up, having those extra hits, working through it now. We can hit Stormy pretty soon. Now we're all good. We can start hitting Snowtrooper, sorry. Hit Snowy now. So we're all good. We're going to work through them and get the stuns up in a second and break through to the next phase. But this is certainly one of the more trickier phases to work through, Fulbright. It's not the trickiest one, but it's not one of the easier ones.
It can be. The trick is being able to strip the taunt on Snowtrooper, so you can get over there and work down the Snowtrooper. Stormtrooper. Sorry, you gotta keep the taunt off of Stormtrooper so you can work down the Snowtrooper.
There we go. So we've got them both stunned now, as you guys can see. We've got them both stunned. We've got them completely under control. We've got them where we want them. We're not going to get the taunt up from Stormtrooper now. That means we can go after Snowtrooper, break him down, and then come back onto Stormy one-on-one as the plan of attack where possible. So we've stunned Snowtrooper again, so he's not going to go. We're on top of him now. All the debuffs are piling up. No speed. We've got speed down on him as well. He's taunting, but who cares? He's on his own anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we're just going to break through.
And what's really important here, too, is we got to make sure, this trailer is giving us the opportunity to actually keep adding more health and protection back to Luke.
Yeah, that's it.
So we're building him back up so he can do the next stack.
That's right. That's it. Well, that's what he's there for. Home it's only what you take with you. So that's how it goes in the movie. So at the end of the day, we're now moving on and we're up against Vader now. Talk us through this one, man. This particular phase, again, once we start getting to Vader, he can get a bit brutal, man. He's pretty nasty.
Again, you're using your system to basically try to get the debuffs on him and strip his turn meter.
Yeah.
You'll notice that when you hit him, we're applying the speed down, we're applying the offense or the defense down. We're just going to try to keep on removing his turn meter and applying the debuffs and being very strategic about when we heal ourselves up.
Yeah.
You don't always have to use the heal up unless you need to.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you're getting low and it's getting critical, then use it. Because otherwise he's going to throw the saber and wipe you out anyway, and you're done. As soon as he throws that saber, you're in trouble. So as you can see here, we're all topped up. We've actually handled the survivability pretty well in this phase. We've got him in the red. So he's almost gone. We're just going to break him down and we break through. So we're all done on that one. So that particular one is certainly, it's good to get through because it can be a little bit tricky. Now,
it can be.
Let's move on now to Tier 6, my friend. Let's keep rolling along here. Let's keep the party rolling. So we're up to Tier 6. Now, this one here is what we're going to call the Speedhump Tier. This is the one that is a little bit tricky. Not going to lie. I'm going to make this graphic a little bit smaller, but guys, don't worry. The graphics are available on our server. There's a lot of information on this one that you need. So that's basically where we're at there, so you can see all the details that we've got. Okay, so again, we have some characters that we don't use. Our first appearance of our boy Lando as well in this event. Now, let's work through it here. Key in this one, just as off the outset, is we get to use our boy Backpack Chewie, Chupio, 3-bucker, whatever you want to call him. It doesn't matter what you call him, but you want to time him Fulbright. That's the trick. Yeah, you got to time his big hits.
It's timing him, and also you got to realize too that you're modding this Chewbacca totally different than the normal Chewbacca. Instead of high tenacity, we're looking for potency. We want the blinds to stick, but we also want him to hit hard. Well, every time he does his AoE, he has to kill someone.
Yeah.
So we have to set him up for success. If you don't put the damage on him and you don't put the potency on him, you're going to have a bad day.
Yeah, that's it. And it's going to take forever to break through, if at all. And this is it. If you get through this, you're pretty well home. I mean, it's as simple as that. Yes. I mean, this is the speed hump. From here on, you're on the home stretch. Let's work through the mods quickly, man. 3PO, same as earlier. No changes, really. Speed and potency with high health. Chewie, we want Backpack Chewie. We want health and potency sets. 80% or more potency. 250 minimum speed. 6,500 minimum damage. His blind, as you said, is super important in this particular one. Lando, crit damage and crit chance. We want him to smash some damage. We want him just to break heads. That's what we want. Yes. 50.
Well, he's one of these fun characters. Most people don't get to use him anymore. because from the very beginning of the game, he was super important. And every time he crits, he's resetting his cooldown. So we want him to crit. That 90% crit chance is paramount to having him be successful on the team.
Absolutely. And again, the 6,500 minimum damage or above. So when he does hit with his AoEs, he just breaks heads. He just goes in there and smashes them up. Again, back to our girl Rolo, Rebel Officer Leia Organa, tenacity and crit chance sets, 280 speed or more. I don't believe this is any change from earlier use, if I'm correct, Fulbright.
It's not. We just want to make sure that she does not get tons of debuffs all the time.
Yeah.
Or she has to be able to go.
Yeah, absolutely. So 280 speed, 80% tenacity, 60k minimum health, and then 70% plus crit chance for her. Okay, so for this one, Fulbright, obviously, as we mentioned, we've got to time it right. So let's get through to it. Now, they're going to go, we've got to time the AoE, as you can see, to do massive damage. You can see, obviously, we're breaking through this wall again of Stormtroopers. We've also got our boy here doing the damage. We've got the blind up and running. That's the beauty of it, so we're not getting any damage our way. And then, obviously, as we said, we just got to time that AoE. So we're going to move through to the second phase, second wave again in a second. So Chewie's doing good damage. He's not bad. He's a lot of fun, isn't he? He's fun to play.
He is. And you time the damage right, so whenever he takes his first big AoE in phase 2 here, he will mow down a couple characters normally.
Correct.
As long as you time it right and you try to get almost all your kills in phase 1 with 3 POs or 3 Bakas AoE.
Call him whatever you want.
Yep.
It's still on. There's no set name yet. Everyone's still using all different names. So we're working through it now. It's crazy stuff. So let's go through it. We're working through. We're going through at the moment. We're just trying to work through Imperial Officer. Now, the officers, again, are the focus. We need to go after Boba first, or what's the target order you recommend?
Well, on this right here, you got to basically get the ability block or the ability blocks or buff immunity type stuff onto the taunters. So as long as they can't taunt, then you can kill off the damage dealers. Gotcha. So, and like as you can see there, Boba just did his AoE, but nobody got ability block because we have the high tenacity from the Rolo lead.
Yep.
And then she throws hers, puts out all the ability blocks, and then Chewbacca is going to sit there and he's going to do the blind, and he's going to land the blinds, and then you set it up where he does a massive AoE, like boom,
bang,
right
there you go,
takes out half of them.
Yeah, absolutely. All of a sudden you're home free. I mean, from here on in, you've already wiped out half the team you're up against in one fail swoop. So obviously we're going to get him coming back, but yeah, we just blind him again. So if they hit you, they do no damage.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't kill anybody, you can take him down for a second time. He's ability blocked, and Lando's going to take a big hit again. Boom. Yep. Wipe him down. There you go.
Stormy's left, and we move on to the next phase. So, guys, again, timing, as you can see, timing for that is paramount. We can't say that enough. It really makes a massive difference to getting through that particular wave. But
you ramp up the offense on Chewbacca.
If you've gotten there, my friend, we're on our way home. We're bringing it home hard from here on in. So let's go now.
We are
Tier 7. Let's go to Tier 7, guys. We're into the big fights. We're getting serious now. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. This is the fun stuff. We're here now. We're hitting the Carbonite room. It's going right off. We're here. We've got Commander Luke Skywalker. Again, no change to his stats in any way, shape, or form. I don't know why I've got Hermit Yoda in the list here, man. That's a bit crazy. Let me move that out of the way because that shouldn't be there. I've got no idea why that one's there, but we're all good.
Because you just used the same.
I did. I used the same stats from the other one. That's exactly what I did. So that's what we need, guys. CLS, recommended offense and potency, 300 again. Potency, 70%, offense, 7,200. So save that in your mod list, guys, once you get him all set up for the first time if you need to move him around later. So that's basically where we're at. Super important tip for the second wave is you get the wreckage coming your way, guys. What you basically need to do is you only hit 2 out of the 3, but we'll come back to that in a little while. So let's move to the playmate. But yeah, again, there's no changes. Survivability is key. Working Vader down and keeping him obviously with the debuffs on him, man, is key in this one as well.
That's right. That's right.
Let's go to it. Let's go, guys.
It's the same type of play.
Let's get the gameplay up and going, guys. So this is us live again on Twitch when we did it. It was a heck of a lot of fun. It was crazy day. It really was. So let's bring it up here so you guys can see exactly what's going on. So we're breaking through. He's hitting us with the big hits here. We're just going to keep surviving. We're keeping the survivability up, which is the key. We want to hit Vader. Got defense down on him, speed down, so we're going to go more often with our high speed anyway. Fulbright. We're in a pretty good position early on to break through to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So we're working through it. We've got an ability block on us, so he's going to throw that at you. It's going to come your way. We're just going to cleanse all the goodies. You can see the stacking dots that we're already getting against us, the damage over time, dots for short. They're obviously something that we have to be quite cautious of any time against Vader in this event.
Because they keep coming back.
He does. Yep. Yeah, just like Frank the Tank did just then. I'm sorry, guys. This is live footage with our reactions on it. So that's unfortunately, we need to put up with that from time to time, but everyone still loves a bit of Frank. Okay, so we're up to the wave 2. Now, again, this is the trick here where we hit the room. This is the fun part. We got wreckage coming our way now. We only need to hit 2 of the wreckage in this Fulbright. That's the trick?
That's correct.
Yeah. So we're going to get over and we're going to hit 2 lots of the wreckage any second now. I think I was just deliberating with you what we do here at this point, but we're going to get over there and hit some wreckage. Come on, hit some wreckage. Come on, Heinzie, you can do it. Get over there. There we go. There we go, Heinzie. Up and running. Okay, now we're going to hit that. 1 lot's gone. It hits us with the 2 because we only get the first shot at 1, but when you get the option of hitting both, you hit 2 out of the 3. Okay, so now we're going to go after Vader nice and hard here. Going to do some damage. Keep it rolling. Beautiful stuff. We've got great debuffs on him already, as you can see. Defense down, speed down, buff immunity. It's all really in a good position here, Fulbright, to move through pretty quick.
That's why you want that potency cross.
It is.
Exactly with that right there.
Yep, that's it. So we're just working through it at the moment, guys. Okay, so the pieces are back here again, as you can see. So we go for 2 of these. We have the option of selecting 2. Doesn't matter which 2, they're both, as long as you get 2. One's going to come our way anyway, but we're going to minimize the damage back onto us. So now we're back again, up against Vader. We're going to move through it now. We're going to break through, keeping those beautiful debuffs on him, just keeping him in the red. That's what we want. We're just going to run him down, break through. We're going to get our shots in, and because we got that nice high offense, man, you're just going to really just break through hard and just smash heads.
That's right.
Yeah. So we're almost done here, guys. This is almost the finish of phase tier 7, and then we go to the last phase in a second. So we're going to go for a fly in a sec. We're going to do some crazy stuff in a minute. We slowed this down because we wanted the finishing blow to be something real special. So we did slow it right down, Fulbright. I do remember. That's right. So we're going to roll through this in a second and break it down. So come on, hit it, Heinzie. Come on. Jeez, I was slack that day, wasn't I? There we go. Yeah. There we go.
Taking out his daddy issues on that abusive dad there.
It's a beautiful, beautiful cutscene, man. I'm not going to lie. It's some of their best work. It really is. The cinematics in this was really top notch.
It was a fun event. It was a very fun event.
It was.
I mean, a very extremely fun event.
It was. It was. But man, let's finish this off. Let's finish this off. Let's bring up the last. Let's bring up the last tier, guys. Let's get to tier 8. That's what we want. So tier 8, we're up against. We're Daddy Vader. We're Big Daddy Vader here, going up against Luke himself. We're gonna chop some arms and bits and pieces here. Recommended set for our Vader. First chance we get to use Vader in the event, actually. Speed and potency set. 260 speed or more. 60k minimum health. 7,500 minimum damage, but the potency is the key on this one, the 100% potency. As we know in the tier that we just finished a minute ago, Fulbright, is that we were getting hit with all the damage over time, or dots for short. We want to get as many out as we can in this particular one on our side.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That's the trick. So we need to build up, obviously, the 4 or 5 dots, we're going to call it, damage over time, the debuffs. We've got to get onto that early, but you have to remember that you don't actually have to destroy all of his health. You just need to get to the point where you do a saber throw, and that'll actually finish the event. So you don't actually have to completely kill him off. So if you break through and you're low health, and you think that you're not going to get there, you probably will. You just got to get to the point where you throw the saber. But look, let's show the footage on that, Fulbright. Let's get to it now, man, and let's finish this off nice and strong for our friends out there. So here's the event here. We did this, I think it took us 2 or 3 turns just to get it right. I think we just had to remod some bits and pieces at the time. That's why it took us a little bit longer. We got the ability block. You can see we've already got the dots already starting to stack there in this case. So we're working through it here at the moment. We've got the ability block up and running. We're stacking the dots up again.
Yeah, I would suggest if you start this event, start this phase, and you do your first AOE, your Force Crush, or you do your first basic in the AOEs don't land, just go ahead and restart it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I mean, until you get a good solid land to get that foundation to start building from.
Absolutely. So you can see there, we've already got the 3 dots up, so we're up to 5 dots now. So we're at the point now that all the protection's gone. You can see that. There's no protection left. We slowed it down. We're going to saber throw here. We're all topped up protection-wise. We're going to knock him off. Give us a second, and we're onto the cutscene. That's all you had to do. We're all up and running.
That's it.
All finished. Goodbye, hand. It was nice to know you. Everyone's a winner.
That was awesome.
And the job is done. It's as simple as that. So, Fulbright,
I love that end scene with the hands going out.
It's so good, man. It gives you chills if you're a big Star Wars fan from the old school days.
Like, take that. You know?
It's amazing stuff to watch, man. But hopefully, Fulbright, thank you again for joining us for that, man. Again,
no problem.
It's been amazing to go through it again with you after doing it live. It was just so much fun.
I can tell you, you know, I helped a whole bunch of people, you know, get through that particular event, and I had more fun on your stream doing it with all the people putting in the comments. We had a good time with that one.
It was. We at the end of the day, we whooped it up. We made it some serious event. But let's be fair, with most of the time on Twitch, man, especially with those Gridsy sessions on Friday nights and obviously Saturday afternoon down under in Australia, things get a bit crazy anyway. So chucking an event in the mix, man, that just amps things right off the chain.
And I'll tell everybody out there, if you have not got a chance to attend one of the Gridsy sessions, they're worth it. We have a blast, and you never know what people are going to say or do or show up wearing. It's just all rules just kind of go out the window.
Yep.
And I can't recommend it enough if you want to see a really fun stream.
Yep, there you go. You heard it first from our boy Fulbright. So thank you so much, guys. I hope this helps you get Luke. Now go and get him. Go and get him. We've done everything we can at our end, guys. Just go after him. Certainly, if you need some help, hit the comments up. But the best thing to do is actually to go to our server. Go to the Heinzie server. We have the green room there, the general chat. Jump in there. We're more than happy to help you guys. If you've got any other bits and pieces you're struggling with, or if you want us to elaborate any more on any information you've seen today. All the graphics that you've seen are available, of course, also in the server. It's under the Heinzie Resources channel. So jump in there and go and see it. The link is below. We'll see you on the next set of videos. Thank you, Fulbright. Lots of love, my friend. Thank you for being amazing as always. We'll see you guys on the next video. Go get Luke!